welcome to Homekeepers. How are you today? I'm so glad that you're there, and I'm glad to be here, glad we can connect this way. I think it's just great, and hope that the program will be a blessing to you, because we cover so many different topics and bring you such great people. And that's the reason I love Christian television, because we can all learn about all the ministries around the world you never know about. And if you saw the last program, I introduced to you Mary McClellan, who was a missionary in a leper colony in Africa. She and her husband, 2 children. And while they were there, he was flying around the various islands around there, you know, taking the good news of the gospel. I had a plane crash, and he went home to be with the Lord, and told her story. And we're going to continue it today, because she has certainly stayed in the work of the Lord. So you will see a continuation of, I hope, what you saw in the last program with Mary McClellan and Shirley Fulbright Martin, who wrote the book for her. So I've seen this interview, and it is good. Be sure that you watch every bit of it. I'm going to join Stephanie in a minute. We're going to make the easiest peach cobbler that has ever been thought of. I don't know how it could be any easier, and it's smelling good. But before I join her, I've got some more of the cross bracelets in the pearl ones. Very blingy looking, like most ladies like. And we would be glad to send you one for that gift of at least $20 to the program. If you use a credit card, call 1-800-229-0059 or write to me. That address is on your screen as well. Homekeepers, Box 6922, Clearwater, Florida 33758, and we will be glad to get it out to you. And you better order while we've got them. We're not sure we can always get them.
I have mine on.
Yeah, and see, this is a more silvery.
You have silver, I have pearl. And you know, stacking is the thing now, so I stack them a little bit with some others.
See, I didn't know that.
There you go.
They didn't know that. Now we know you're supposed to stack. Remember when we were talking about the fact that if you have a patriotic wreath or any kind of, pardon me, patriotic kind of illustrations around your house, that they're supposed to be there from Memorial Day to Labor Day.
Right.
I don't know who determined that.
I don't know. I think they should be out all the time, but that's just me. No.
Oh, me too. Me too. I would put a flag on every house in my block if I could. So anyway, my patriotic wreath will be out until Labor Day. But one of our viewers, she wrote in. Let's take a look at what she did to her front door.
Oh, look how cute.
Isn't that great?
See how fabulous?
Look how friendly it is.
Yes.
That's, to me, a wreath or whatever you put on your door. It's saying welcome.
I love that.
So thank you, Annie, for sending that to us.
That's
what
so
a great
nice.
lady she is.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That gives me ideas.
Now we have 3 ingredients.
This is super, like, really, you can't
How many
get much
supers?
easier. super easy. You're just going to spray the pan. And I have 2 pounds of fresh peaches here that Susan was so nice to peel and chop up for us.
As we make this program, peaches are really...
peaches are, I've been on a peach kick lately because they
do you ever get the white ones?
No.
Oh,
I think you might have shared a white one with me.
yeah, the white
time.
ones are the best.
Yeah.
A little bit more expensive, but... And now here's the crust.
Yes, are you ready? Okay, we just have a classic yellow cake mix. We're just gonna sprinkle that over.
You know, I was thinking, you and I do things that the Food Network would never think of.
They
would not
be
do
able
this
to do
one.
a show with this.
No, they wouldn't do it.
So you just pour
And
cover them all.
yeah, you want them kind of even.
Okay, that's step 2.
I did wash my hands before I came
Step
down.
3. Now, if you use diet Sprite or diet lime, this is actually a Weight Watchers
That's
recipe.
right.
And it's 4 points per serving if you do diet. This is not diet.
It's not diet.
But you can do diet. So you do 12 ounces of soda. And we're just going to drizzle that over the top. And while I'm doing that, something I wanted to share.
Yes.
You know, we talk about, you know, oh, I do 4 weeks of meal plans and everything. And if somebody would have said that to me when I first started out, I would have been like, forget it.
Zone out.
I just want to say, just start anywhere. You could do 1 week. You could do 3 days. Just sit down and go, for dinner this week, I'm having Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Just start somewhere, because once you start, you're gonna see what a difference it makes, and then you can graduate. But don't get overwhelmed. Oh, because and after, it took me years to get there. I didn't start off doing 4 weeks.
And after you do it a couple times, you'll think, oh my word.
You'll think, how did I ever not do this?
So you're supposed to try to drizzle that everywhere, right?
Yeah, but it'll come together. But I'm drizzling. So just start somewhere. That's my message.
Just start out with a week.
Just start, even if you know a week is daunting, start with 3 days.
Now those were absolutely fresh peaches, and there's some juice in there, so I'm going to dig down and get some.
Yummy. And then you just bake this at 350 for 20 minutes. How super
Yeah,
duper
you
easy.
cover it up the first 20.
And then you uncover it for 40.
And you know what I'm going to do with this one?
Serve it with ice cream? No.
Well, that would be a good idea if they want to do that, but I said bake it for the crew. Come on, crew. Are you thankful?
Hello, crew.
All right. Okay.
This is probably really, really, really hot. Oh, I have to be dainty, remember? Too big a bite is not pretty.
Oh, man, those fresh peaches are out of this world. It was 3 ingredients.
Oh, my gosh. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, why stand and roll out crust?
That is ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous.
All right. It's called Easy Peach Cobbler.
And it is easy.
If you want it, the information is coming up on your screen. And immediately following that will be my second interview with Mary McClellan, missionary lady, and the writer Shirley Fulbright Martin. You will enjoy.
If you would like a copy of today's recipe, please send your request along with a gift of $5 or more to Homekeepers, P.O. Box 6922, Clearwater, Florida 33758.
Well, Mary and Shirley, thank you for hanging out with me a little bit longer. This story just has too much in it for one program. On the last program, I hope you saw it, we were talking about the fact that she and her husband Kenny, Mary McClellan and her husband Kenny, had been to the mission field in some of the roughest style of living you would ever experience. And he had this little airplane, and they were doing the work of the Lord in a New Hope leper colony. And the plane crashed, and Kenny went to be with the Lord, and left behind Mary with 2 little girls and another child on the way. That's where we left off on the last program. And you had a service for Kenny there in Africa, and
yes, he's buried in
Africa. Still buried there, which I'm sure would be his wish.
Yes.
We'll fast forward, because you got to read the book to get more detail. The Crash, the Ring, and the Orange Thread, by Mary McClellan and Shirley Fulbright, who's still with us today. So the crash in your title would certainly be the plane crash. What was the ring?
When I came home and I was asking the Lord what did he want me to do, I was now no longer a wife, I was no longer a missionary, I was, what was I? And I was attending a missionary convention, of which a good evangelist that many people remember, Morris Plotz, was speaking on what is that in your hand? And I had been supported by this church, so I was attending that conference. I was still pregnant. And the Lord spoke to me, and I heard him say, your ring. And he said, what is that you have in your hand? And I kept hearing, your ring. And I said, Lord, you couldn't really mean my ring. It's about all I have left.
All you've got.
Yes. And I said, all right, Lord, but I mean, if I give my ring, people can say this wonderful missionary, and I didn't want this to go around, because, so I asked the Lord, Lord, if you really want me to give you this ring, I want another sign from you. That evening after church, I went out with the pastor and some of the other missionaries, and while we were there, one of the missionaries told a story about a man I knew, but how he had been driving in Florida, and his wife said to him that day, the Lord told me that red Volkswagen is what we're going to take to Africa. And he said, what? Well, to make a long story short, he went and he was buying speed the light car to go to Africa, and lo and behold, he went to the car lot, and there was a red Volkswagen. Fast forward, he got to Africa with this red Volkswagen, and one day they went way out into the bush, and when he was out there, he was preaching to the people about Jesus Christ. He'd gone so far back in the bush, people hadn't really heard about Jesus. And while he was preaching, everybody kind of disappeared. And he said to the translator, "What are they doing?" Pretty soon, all these people came back. He gave an invitation to receive Christ, and they all came forward. And he said, "What's happening?" And the chief of the village got up, and he said in his own language, 20 years ago, a lady in our village had a vision, and in that vision, she said, the one true God, there's somebody that's going to come and tell you about the one true God, and he's going to come on a red bicycle.
And that's what they thought that was.
And they didn't never seen a car, so they saw it as a bicycle, and it was going to be the color of the ladybug. So they picked up the ladybug, put it on the car, and it was the same color. And they said, this is the person that
this is a fulfillment of prophecy.
Fulfillment of prophecy. But what it was to me was, I was sitting at dinner listening, and I said, okay, Lord, I get it. He was trying to say, when you do something little, she heard the message about the Volkswagen, you never know where that will go. So I said, okay, Lord, I will give the ring. I couldn't wait to give it. It's like I'm not going to hold up anything.
Yeah, and to fast forward, that ring was used to raise, I don't know how many thousands of dollars.
It raised the money to build the Tehran Evangelistic Center,
which is still
there today.
Still missions in the Middle East. Oh, and that's all we have on television, our newspapers, what's going on in the Middle East. But there was a little gold ring that all you had left from your husband. I get goosebumps thinking about these things.
Well, the thing I say through that is, you never know when God's going to nudge you on something.
Oh, he has me.
You know that. So that nudge, you have no idea where it's going, but see, just that nudge, what it did. If you'll only obey, don't be afraid to obey.
Right, but sometimes it hurts. It's deep. He has nudged me a few times, and I've learned just, okay, quit fighting.
Yes, Lord, I'm ready.
Okay, I want to fast forward a little bit because you eventually married again, some rough years. You did teach in a Bible college in Brussels.
All right. The Lord allowed me to go back with my 3 children then to a Continental Bible College in Brussels, yes. And while I was there, the Lord allowed me to meet my husband, Vernon McClellan.
Vernon McClellan, and I was telling her before the show the contrast, because Kenny was this rough, tough pilot, who could really survive, make things happen in the bush of Africa, and Vern was a classical musician. So no end to the variety in your life for sure. At what point really do you think, okay, I'm ready to start a new life? Some people hang on to the past a long time.
Well, when I went to go to Brussels, many of my friends said to me, don't you want to get married again? And I said, well, yes, if the Lord has somebody. And they said, well, why are you going to another country? And I said, you know what? The Lord has my name and address, and he knows where I am. And if I do what he's asking me to do, he'll send the person to me. And that's what happened. The Lord sent Vern to me. And
you had a really interesting life with Vern, with some well-known ministries we'll probably talk about a little bit. But you were at PTL together. And Shirley, you were on the top echelon of PTL in that you were Jim Bakker's secretary.
I was his executive assistant, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was there sometimes when you girls were there, and what a busy, bustling place. Jim brought in the best speakers, the best singers, the best seminar teachers, just the best all the way around. And so you were there through thick and thin. Not to go into a whole lot of detail, but as you look back now, what do you think was your survival mode when this ministry is just like a rocket, in the sky, and all of a sudden it comes crashing down?
And just just one decision made it crash down. So it was a terrible shock. It was a shock to me and everybody else. How could it happen in a Christian world? And so we were just shocked, and we confused and everything by what was going on. It was not a good time. It was a very stressful time, heartbreaking time, really.
Yeah, and the reason I want to bring this up is the PTL that I knew and these ladies knew was not what you read in the papers.
Right.
Not at all. It was the most wholesome place, especially for Christians to go. And the vision was just, it was a wonderful vision. Now, Vern, your second husband, was on staff there.
He was the World Missions Director. So we had the privilege of overseeing the missions that went around the world that had local hosts in those countries. And by the way, I always give Jim credit for the fact that he broke down the barriers of denominationalism, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, and they had a home for unwed mothers. I mean, the outreaches were just unending. He was a man of vision. But you know why I brought this up? What I've known for years is that as scholars in jurisprudence have looked at that whole thing and said there were no laws broken.
Right.
There were 2 or 3 decisions made on that.
Well, Jim Albert, a professor at Drake University, he wrote the book Miscarriage of Justice, as you know. But the thing that happened, Jim got 45 years for what they were saying were securities relating to the lifetime memberships. And he and Alan Dershowitz went before the appeals court, and they sent that decision back to Charlotte to another judge, and that this judge ruled for only 8 years for Jim. But in the meantime, there was a civil suit going on that was heard after Jim got out of prison in North Carolina. And that court ruled that Jim was not selling securities. That was what he went to prison for. People think sometimes that he went to prison because he took money. Well, that was not true. He went to prison because of the lifetime memberships in the hotel, and you know, and they were actually not securities, but it was ruled as they say.
No, and it was kind of like maybe overbooking an airplane.
Right.
But also, if you went there and they were selling these, you could go there today and see where they were being built.
Right.
They were building high rises. And I've always wanted to just let people know from the legal side.
Yeah.
There were no laws broken.
No laws broken.
Jim Baker would be the first one to say that his encounter in the prison system was one with the Lord that was enriching. He accepted it, and he's never ever one time defended himself. But I've often thought of you because you were a real part. You were right there while it was being built and watching it crash. And it's just a chapter in Christian history that I want people to know the truth. Now, you and Vern also travel with Benny Hinn. Is there no end to what this woman has done?
There's no end to the opportunities God has given me.
Yeah. Benny would have Vern play, and I'm not surprised at that, because I know he likes good music, and there's nothing like a really good violin virtuoso, as they say. So that opened a lot of doors.
It did.
What was your part in that
I was
ministry?
privileged to work with the healing ministry team. We would be the ones that would go out during the service and afterwards to find the miracles and then clear them that come on the platform that we felt were visually validated by their testimony. So I had the privilege of doing that for 18 years.
Really?
Yes.
That long? Yeah. When it's all said and done, what do you want people to get out of this book? Let me mention again first.
Sure.
We'll put your website up. The Crash, the Ring, and the Orange Thread. And it's by Mary McClellan and co-authored with Shirley Fulbright. You can find it. It's just brand new, actually, but you can find it on Amazon and the regular places. And it will be in a more of a wider production before long. It is so new. But when you write a book, there's got to be, I think there should be, a reason that the reader can pick up.
I wanted people to know that God doesn't make mistakes. And God does have a plan for your life. Many times, the plan, you don't see the plan when you're going through it. But as you look back, you see how God has woven each person, each thing, each incident. There's a plan. There's no mistakes in God's sight. And if you can live your life knowing, even though it's dark right now, even though this tragedy is coming, God has a plan in it. And which brings me to my last chapter in my book. I prayed when I lost Vern, and I was just in desperate despair, saying,
now, Vernon passed away. How long ago?
That's right. 10 years now. And the Lord took him home. I felt early. But when I was praying, said, God, my daddy was with me when I lost my first husband. He kept giving me promises. Mary, God hasn't forgotten about you. He cares about the one left behind. And if I can give a word to anybody, is He cares about you if you're left behind. If you're a widow, He cares about you. And as I was saying that after I lost Vern, I said, God, my dad's gone, and I need him to tell me about God's promises again. That day delivered to me was a Bible that was 63 years before God knew I was going to pray this prayer. And my dad had written in his own handwriting on this Bible, I believe God's promises. So the daddy I didn't have in front of me.
Talk about a treasure.
Yes. And this Bible had gone from a library to my brother's library, who we'd thrown out in a fire, had gone to Valley Bible College, had been picked up by a friend who delivered to a friend, and he had saved that for me. So the day when I cried out and said, Lord, I need to hear from my daddy. I need to hear from somebody. There I opened this book that was given me that day, and it said, in my dad's handwriting in 1943, between the train of Madras and Calcutta, it said, I believe God's promises. Does God care about the details of our lives? Of course He does.
Yes, in the smallest detail. And you had 3 girls. How are they doing?
They're all doing great. I'm blessed to have children and grandchildren, as you well know. That's the wonderful thing about when they grow up, right? I'm very blessed to have them, yes.
Shirley, are you helping anybody else write right now?
Not right now.
I think that'd be a tough job, because you want to put it in from their viewpoint, and have to
it's tough. It's tough.
She is the best. She saw me cry. She got that in her words. She saw me hesitant. She put it down. She wrote the PTL story. She wrote everything in there. But to show that you had somebody that had never been in those events except PTL, made it alive. And Tim LaHaye said it's the first book that he ever read and cried.
Really? That says a lot. He did the whole Left Behind
What
series.
he said was he read the first chapter and he cried, and he read the first chapter again and he cried again. So that's pretty. I say if we can make Tim LaHaye cry, we've really done something.
Yes, and friend, I just really encourage you to get this book. I told him the title sounds like a novel, and when you read it, you think, could this possibly be true? But it is. I've known Mary for a long, long time, and I thank God for that steadfast, that just drive to be in the center of God's will no matter what's going on. And one reason I wanted to do 2 programs with these ladies is that no matter what you're going through, the Lord cares. Each of us have a story. There's just no question about it. And you know some of my story, and I just want you to know that no matter what you're going through, He cares about you. He has seen us through. We are triumphant through Him. We're a little scarred here and there, but I'm telling you, I have never one time regretted living for the Lord Jesus Christ. I'm so thankful that when I was a little girl, I went to the altar to accept the Lord. I went several times, as a matter of fact, and I don't regret it one bit. I hope that you're raising your children that way, because as we are watching, I'm going to get into more programs about back to school, as the public school system is indoctrinating our children. We need to indoctrinate them with the message of the gospel, and that it will stand in any time. It's got to come from the parents. It's got to come from the grandparents. They're not going to get it anywhere else. We used to live in a culture that would actually support our morality tea and would support the things that we believed in. It's gone, friends. They're growing up in Sodom and Gomorrah.
They are.
And we want to still be able to raise up warriors for the Lord Jesus Christ like Mary, like my friend Shirley. That's why we bring them to you. So glad you could be here, girls. So glad.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
You stay with me. Have a couple things to say before we have to say goodbye. Okay, I told you at the top of the program we have some more of these cross bracelets in for your gift of at least $20. And we've certainly got a lot of good feedback on these. They are so beautiful. So if you use your credit card or debit card, it's 1-800-229-0059, or the address is on your screen, and that's Box 6922, Clearwater, Florida, 33758. You know, as I was talking to Mary and I heard the interview wind up a little bit, I thought of Andre Crouch's song, I've had many tears and sorrows. I've had questions for tomorrow. There were times I didn't know right from wrong, but in every situation, God gave blessed consolation that my trials come to only make me strong. And probably you could hum along with the verse, through it all, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God. Through it all, I've learned to depend on His Word. And you know, when these really difficult things happen to us in life, and they've happened to me, I'm certain they've happened to you, you need something. So some people go to drugs, they go to alcohol, they do something to medicate that pain. Or you can go to that Rock of Ages, Jesus Christ. He'll keep you stable, He'll keep you strong, and He will see you all the way through. Hope you'll join me next time, remembering there's no higher calling than that of a homekeeper. God bless you.
If you would like a video copy of today's Homekeepers program for just $19.95, call 1-800-229-0059 for credit card orders, or send a gift of at least $19.95 to Homekeepers, P.O. Box 6922, Clearwater, Florida 33758. Be sure to note the program number which appears on your screen.